Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, I'm really thrilled to bring you my second collaboration video with beadandcord.com. Today, we are creating this gorgeous sweetheart pendant using stunning pearls, sparkling rivulet, and tiny seed beads, all generously provided by Bead and Cord. This elegant piece is perfect for Valentine's Day or anytime you want to add a touch of romance to your jewelry collection. I have already made this gorgeous pendant in few more colorways. Let me just show you. Here I have made this in gorgeous pink color. Then you can see this gorgeous contrast of green and mauve color and this amazing, beautiful blue color. And in today's video, we are going to make this gorgeous sweetheart pendant in mauve color. So let us see what all material do we need to make our gorgeous pendant, our gorgeous sweetheart pendant in mauve color. I will be sharing the link of all the material that I'll be using in this gorgeous pendant in my description box. You can check them out and easily purchase all these material from beadandcord.com. So let us take a quick look over the material that we will be using for this gorgeous pendant. Friends, for making our sweetheart pendant in mauve color, we are going to use this 14 Rivoli crystal. It is Preciosa Rivoli crystal and this is in crystal color. Then I'm going to use these 11 O's in two shades. This is Milky Opaque Matte Light Mauve 11 O's and this one is Milky Duracoat Galvanized Light Smoky Pewter 11 O's. I'm going to use 15 O's again in two shades. This is in Milky Duracoat Opaque Anemone 15 O's and these are Milky Duracoat Galvanized Silver 15 O's. Here I'm going to use these pearls. This is 4 pearl in silver color and this one is 3 pearl in brown sugar color. Here I'm going to work with Milky thread and size 12 beading needle. Friends, I will share the link of all these material in the description box. You can check them out and you can purchase them easily. And I will share the link of all the other colorways too. So you can check them out. All these materials I have bought from beadandcord.com. You can easily check out their site and purchase these materials. So these are the materials and let's get started. Friends, for making our sweetheart pendant, I have taken about 4.5 feet long single thread and we will start making our pendant by bezeling our 14 Rivoli crystal using pure stitch. So for this, friends, we will start bezeling our 14 Rivoli crystal by picking up 32 11 seed beads. Let us count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 and 32. So these are 32 11 O's and now I'm bringing these down towards the end of my thread like this, and here I'm going to tie a double knot. Just tie it like this. So this is our ring, and now I'm going to pass through all the 11 O's, gently pulling in the tail in between these beads. And into this set of 11 O's, exiting through the first one like this. And here, as I'm exiting through this first 11 O, I'm going to pick up one 11 O, skipping the second one into the third one like this. You can see this 11 is sitting on the one that I skipped just now. Again picking up one 11, skipping the second one into the third one, picking up one 11, skipping the second one into the third one, like this. Again picking up one 11, skipping the second one into the third one. So here in this string we have 32 11 and now in this round we are going to add in all 16 11 and these 32 will going to half. So here I have added 4 11 in this round. I'll be adding 12 more to complete this round and come back. And here I'm adding my last 11, that is my 16th 11 of this round, skipping the second one into the third one, like this. And you can see after completing this round, our ring has split into two. One has gone down, the one that we skipped has gone down, and the other one is here in the middle. So here we have 3 rows now, counting from this bottom one. 1, 2 and 3. In peyote we count diagonally. So we have 1, 2 and 3 rows now. Now we are going to step up into the first 11 that we added in this round. Now we are going to add our fourth row. This was our 1, 2 and 3. This was our third row, and now we are going to add our fourth row, and here I'm adding, picking up one 11, move into the next 11, in picking up one 11, move into the next 11. Here in this round, in this fourth row, we are not going to skip any bead. We will be adding 11 in between the 11 that we have added in the last round, and we will be doing this all through this round. And here I'm adding my last 11 of this round. In this round also you will notice that we have added in all 16 11s in this round, that is the fourth row. If we count from bottom, 1, 2, 3 and 4, so we have added fourth row. And now as I'm exiting through this 11, I'm stepping up into the first 11 of this fourth row. And now I'm going to place my rivoli on the top of it in this bezel case, like this. Just hold your rivoli while doing this fifth row. And now for this fifth row, I'm going to use my 11 smoky pewter. You can use the same color as this base color, but here I'm using this smoky pewter to give it a silvery accent. So here is my first smoky pewter to make the fifth row, and I'm passing through this next 11 more, again picking up my second smoky pewter, my third smoky pewter. So this way, just hold your rivoli in place. This. My next fourth 11 smoky pewter. And this I'm going to add 11 smoky pewter all through this round. And here I'm adding my last 11 smoky pewter. So you can see the look after completing this round, stepping up into the first 11 smoky pewter. And now I'm going to add my sixth row with 15 So here I have picked up one 15 animal and into the next 11 smoky pewter, again picking up one 15 animal into the next smoky pewter, picking up my next 15 into this next 11 and picking up one 15 into the next 11, and this way I'm going to add 15 all through this round. And here I'm adding my last 15 into the 11, and before proceeding further, for creating the heart shape on the top, I'm moving down to the back side to close the bezel case into this 11 like this. And now I'm picking up one 15 silver into the next 11, again picking up one 15 silver into the next 11, picking up one 15 silver into the next 11, again one 15 silver into the next 11, and this way I'm going to add 15 silver all through this round. And here I'm adding my last 15 silver into the 11 like this, stepping up into the first 15 that I have added in this round. I'm going to make one more row with 15 so again I'm picking up 15 into the next 15 silver, picking up one 15 into the next 15 silver, one 15 into the next 15 silver. This way I'm going to add 15 silver all through this round. And here I'm adding my last 15 silver of this round, and you can see the look after completing this round, stepping up into the first 15 that I have added in this round. Now one more row with 15 but here I'm going to follow a pattern. I'm adding my first 15 skipping the other, then adding my next 15 skipping the next one, my third 15 and skipping the next one. So you can see the look, and we are going to complete this round in this manner by adding one 15 skipping other, adding one 15 skipping other. And this is my last 15 of this round, skipping the last one, stepping up into the first 15 added in this round. And you can see the look after completing this round. Now I'm picking up one 11 into the next 15, again picking up one 11 into the next 15, one 11 more into the next 15, and this way I'm going to complete this round and come back. And here I'm adding my last 11 like this, stepping up into the first 11 added in this round. Now in this round again I'm going to add 11 but in the pattern, adding one 11 skipping the other, adding one 11 skipping the next one, adding one 11 skipping the next one, adding one 11 and skipping the next one like this. So in all, I have added 4 11 O's in this round, stepping up into the first 11 O that I added in this round. Now picking up one 11 O into the second 11 O added in this round, and in my next second 11 O, adding my third 11 O, adding the last, that is the fourth 11 O, like this, stepping up into the first 11 O that I have added just now, and I'm going to pass through all these 4 11 O's to close the bezel case. Just taking 2 to 3 passes, and here our bezel case is closed. This is the back and the front. Now I'm going to move towards the front and into these two 11 O's, 15 O, the next two 15 O's into the 11 O, and into this 11 O, and these two, down through this 11 O pewter and into the 15 O animal. And here, right now I'm exiting through this 15 O anemone, and I'm going to pick up one 15 O into the next 15 O, again one 15 O into the next 15 O, one 15 O into the next 15 O, and this way I'm going to add 15 O's all through this round. And here I'm adding my last 15 O this round. So you can see I have added 2 rows with these 15 O anemone, and here I have added 15 O's in both the rows. So here stepping up into the first 15 O of the second row. Now I'm going to make the third row with 15 O's. So here we will be creating the heart shape, creating the base. So here as I'm exiting through this 15 O, I'm going to pass through the next one without adding any bead. So this will make the tip of our heart shape, and now I'm picking up my first 15 O for this row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after adding 4 15 O's, here I have added 1, 2, 3, 4 15 O's, and now again I'm going to skip one. So I'm not adding any bead, I'm just passing through the next bead like this. Now I'm counting again. 1, 2, this will be the top, 3, third 15 O, fourth 15 O, and fifth 15 O. So here on the top we have added 5 15 O's. Now again I'm going to skip the next bead, so I'm just passing through this next 15 O without adding any bead, like this. Now I'm going to add 4 15 O's. This is the first one, second 15, third 15, and the fourth 15. And here we have reached the tip. So this is the top, the two sides, and this is the bottom, the tip. Now into this 15, into the one that we added, down through these two 15s, into the next two 15s, into the next two 15s, and now up through this 15, the fourth one. So here I'm exiting through this fourth 15, 1, 2, 3, and fourth 15, and this is the place where we skipped the bead in the previous round. And now I'm going to add 1 15 here, so I'm picking up 1 15 into the next 15, and on the top I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, and 4 15s. So here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this fourth 15, the 4 15s, these are added on the top. And now again, this is the place we skipped one bead in the previous round. We are going to add one here into this 15, like this. So you can see the look after completing this round, this arc that you have created here. And here, after exiting through this 15, just moving down through these 15s into this 11, now into this 11, move up through this 11, move, now moving down through these two 11, move into the 11, light pewter, into the 15, into this next 15, into the next 15. This is the one. Here we have skipped the 15, and down through these three 15s, like this. And here we are going to add 15s. So here I'm picking up 1 15 into the next 15, second 15, and third 15. So we have added 3 15s on the top here, and now moving up through these beads as we came down here. Now after exiting through this 15 into this next 15 into the 15 and the light pewter into the 11 and here back through this 11 like this, moving down again through these three 11s into this 15 down through all these four 15s. Now picking up one 15 into the next 15, one 15 into the next 15 like this. Now we have to add 115 over here. So here, so again we will move up through these three 15s into this one, into this 15 and the 11 pewter, back through these two 11s, down through this 11 pewter 15, down through these 15s, and into this 15 and creating this step here, picking up 115 into the next 15. So here you can see we have created this gorgeous heart shape on the top, and now moving up to these 15s. Into this 15 and the next 11 pewter and the next two 11 move, and into the last, sorry, the second last 11 move. So here I am exiting through 1, 2, 3 and 4th 11 at the back. So this is the front side. So here as I'm exiting to this 4th 11 counting from the front, this is our first 11, second, third and fourth at the back here, and now I'm going to pick up 3 15 silver and pass through this next 11, again picking up 3 15s into the next 11, again picking up 3 15s into the next 11, the next set of 3 15s into the next 11. So this way we are going to add the set of these 315 all through this round. Now I'm adding my last set of these 315. So this is the look, adding these 15 and here I'm stepping up into the first set of 15 exiting through this middle one, through this 15, and now you can see this is the tip here, and this will be the tip of our heart shape, and just below this will be the bottom. So this will be the bottom and this is the top. So here right now, as I'm exiting through this 15, I'm going to add two 3 pearls over here. This is the bottom. You can see the bottom tip of our heart shape here, and this is the bottom. Here we are going to add the 4 pearl, but here I'm going to add 2 pearl, sorry, 3 pearl. So I'm picking up on 3 pearl and into this 15, again picking up one 3 pearl and into this 15, and now I have reached this bottom here, and now here I'm going to add one 4 pearl like this, and now I'm going to add three 3 pearls on this side. So this is my first 3 pearl, my second 3 pearl, and third 3 pearl on this side of the bottom, and now I'll be adding three 4 pearls. So I'm picking up one 4 pearl into the next 15, second 4 pearl into the next 15, and my third 4 pearl into the next 15. So here I have added three 4 pearls, and now I'm going to add one 3 pearl, and now here I have reached the top over here. You can see this is the top, and here, so here as we have reached this top, we are not going to add any bead here. I'm going to just pass through this 15, skipping the 11 at the bottom, up through the next set of 3 15s, exiting through this middle 15, and now I'm going to add one 3 pearl and next 4 pearl. Next I'm going to add three 4 pearls. So this was my first one, and I'm going to add my second one, second 4 pearl, third 4 pearl, and I have already added two 3 pearls, so I'm going to add my third 3 pearl like this, and you can see the shape that we have got here on the outer edge, and here stepping up into the first 3 pearl that we added, picking up 115 of silver into the 3 pearl, 115 of silver into the 4 pearl, 115 of silver into the 3 pearl, and I'm going to add 15 of silver between these pearls till I reach this 3 pearl on the top here. So here on this side I have added all 15 O's, and Now I'm exiting through this 3 pearl and now picking up 2 15 and down through this 11. This one, the second one, counting from the front, or the one to which we have already added these 15 like this. Now again picking up 2 15 into the 3 pearl and now again picking up 1 15 into the 4 pearl, 1 15 into the next 4 pearl, and I'm going to add these 15 till I reach this 3 pearl over here. And here I'm adding my last 15 like this. So here you can see the look after completing this round. And now as I'm exiting through this 3 pearl, stepping up into the 15 and now picking up 2 15 silver and 1 15 animal, and here I'm going to pass through this 11 just in front of this 3 pearl between these two 11 smoky pewter. So here I'm exiting through this 11 move up to the 15 animal, picking up 2 15 silver and into this 15 silver like this, moving down through this 15 silver, the first one from here, and here we have reached the 4 pearl. So for 4 pearl we are going to pick up 2 15 and 1 15 animal, 2 15 silver, 1 15 animal, and the fourth one is here. So we will be picking up 4 15 for 4 pearl. So one is already here through which I am exiting right now. Then I have picked up 2 15 silver and 1 15 animal into the 11 just in front of this 4 pearl, up through this 15 animal, like this. Now picking up 3 15 silver into this 15 silver like this, down through this first 15 like this. Now here after exiting through this 15 silver, I'm going to pick up only 2 15 1 15 silver and 1 15 animal. As we have reached here this 3 pearl, and for a 3 pearl, for embellishing 3 pearl, we are going to pick up 3 15 So this is our first one, then second and third, and I'm going to pass through this 11 just in front of the 3 pearl like this, up through this 15 animal. Now picking up 2 15 silver into this 15 silver, moving down through this first 15 silver, picking up 1 15 silver and 1 15 animal, and third one is here into this 11 in front of the 3 pearl like this. up through this 15 animal, picking up 215 silver into this 15 silver, down through this 15 silver, again picking up 115 silver and 115 animal into this 11 more, like this, up through the 15 animal and picking up 2 15 silver into this 15 silver, moving down through this first 15 silver, and here we have reached 4 pearls. So here we need 4 15. So first one is already here, through which I'm exiting right now, and I'm going to pick up 2 15 silver and 1 15 animal. I have picked up 3 more and into this 11, like this, up through this 15, picking up 3 15 silver into this 15 silver, down through this first 15 silver of the set that we have just added. Now picking up 2 15 silver and 1 15 animal into the 11, up to this 15 animal, picking up 3 15 silver and into this 15 silver, down to this 15 silver, picking up 2 15 silver and 1 15 animal, 3 15s into the 11, up through 15 animal and picking up 3 15 silver into this 15 silver, down through this 15, the first one, and here we have a 3 pearl. So we are going to pick up in all 3 15s. So one is already here, so I'm going to pick up only 2, 1 15 silver and 1 15 animal, only these 2 beads, down through this 11, like this, up through the 15 animal, and now, so here we have reached on the top, and here I'm going to pick up 2 15 silver, moving down through these 2 15s, like this, and here after exiting through this 15 silver, I'm picking up 1 15 animal. I'm not adding any 15 silver here on the top, like this, up through this 15 animal that we have just added, through these 2 15 silver, and now picking up 2 15 silver and 1 15 animal into this 11 in front of 3 pearl, up through the 15 animal, picking up 215 silver into the 15 silver, down through this 15 silver, and here we have reached the 4 pearl, and we are going to add the embellishment as we have done on this side to rest of these pearls on this side. So I'm going to complete it till this 3 pearl over here and come back. So here I have added the embellishment on this side, and right now I'm exiting through this 15 of silver, and this is the last pearl to which I have to add the embellishment. So here as I'm exiting through this 15 of silver, I'm picking up 115 of silver and 115 of element into the 11 like this, moving up through the 15 element, and here as I'm exiting through this 15 I'm not going to pick up 215 silver. I already have one here, so I'm going to pick up only 115 silver, and one is already here which is attached to this 15 silver. So this one, moving up through this 15 silver into this 15 silver. So here we have completed our embellishment, and now moving down through this 15 silver into this 15 silver and the next 15 element, down through this 11 mauve, and here I'm going to pick up one 11 mauve into this 11 mauve, like this, again picking up one 11 mauve into the next 11 mauve, picking up one 11 mauve into the next 11 mauve. So here I'll be adding the 11 mauve between these 11 mauve to which we have added these 15 animal, and I'm going to complete it till I reach this here. So I'm going to complete this round and come back. So here I have added all my 11 O's, and right now I'm exiting through this 11 O, and I'm going to add my last one. Like this. So you can see the look after completing this round, and here as I'm exiting through this 11 O, moving up through the 15 O, these two 15 O's into the 15 O silver, like this, and here I have almost finished up with my thread, so I'm going to just add a new one. So into this 3 pearl, into this 15 at the bottom, and I'm going to tie a knot here in between these 15 down through this 15 silver, up through these two 15 this one, just a couple of 15 this. I'm cutting my thread off, and here I'm going to add a new one, a new thread. So here I have taken about 2.5 feet long single thread, and now I'm going to start from here, the bottom one, just tying a knot between these two 15s into this 15 and into the 3 but so it is secured. And now I'm going to cut this tail off, and here as I'm exiting through this 3 pearl, this one, I'm going to pick up 4 15 silver back into the 3 pearl and the next 15 silver, like this, into the next 3 pearl, again picking up 4 15 silver into the 3 pearl and the next 15 silver, like this, into the next 3 pearl, picking up 4 15 silver into the next, into the 3 pearl and the next 15 silver, into the 4 pearl. For the 4 pearl, we are going to pick up 5 15 silver. So here I am picking up 5 15 into the 4 pearl and the next 15 silver, into the 4 pearl. So this way I'm going to add these 15 to these 3 pearls and come back. Around the 4 pearl, we have to add 5 15 and around this 3 pearl, we have to add 4 15 So I'm going to complete it till here and come. So here I have added 15 around these 3 pearls, and after adding the 15 around the 3 pearl, right now I'm exiting through this 3 pearl, and now moving down through these two 15 silver, added here, up through the next two 15 silver, into the 3 pearl. So here I have passed through these 15 that we have added in the last round while adding these embellishment in the front. And again, as I'm exiting through this 3 pearl, I'm going to pick up 4 15 silver into the 3 pearl and the next 15 silver, into the 4 pearl. And in the same way as we have done here, I'm going to add the 15 around all these pearls till I reach this last 3 pearl over here. So here I have added embellishment to all these pearls also, and right now, after adding the embellishment to this last 3 pearl, I'm exiting through this 15 silver, now into the 4 pearl, which is the bottom tip of our heart. And here for this bottom 4 pearl, I'm going to pick up 2 15 111 and 2 15 silver. The set of these 5 beads, 2 15 silver, 111 smoky pewter, and 2 15 silver, and into the 4 pearl, like this. So you can see the bottom here, and now stepping up into these 15 O's, skipping this 11 O smoky pewter into the next two 15 O silver, like this. Now into all these four 15 O's added round the 3 pearl, into the next set of four 15 O's. We are not passing through these 15 O's added between these pearls, just the 15 O's that we have added in the previous round the pearls. Into the four 15 O's, now into the five 15 O's, again into these five 15 O's, added round the 4 pearl, into the five 15 O's, into the three 15 O's, now after exiting through this 15 O, I'm picking up six 15 O silver, six 15 O's into the first 15 O of this 3 pearl. Here we are going to make the loops, so just moving back through all these six 15 O's, into this 15 O, down through these two 15 O's, up through the next two 15 O's, up through these four 15 O's, added round the 3 pearl, and into these 15 O's. So I'm going to pass through all these 15 O's as we have done here till we reach this 15 O silver added around the 4 pearl at the bottom. So here, after passing through these 15 O's into these 15 O's, and now into the 11 O, up through all these 15 O's. So here we have completed our sweetheart pendant, and now we are going to make the bail over here. So I'm just passing through all these beads, till I reach on the top over here to add the bail. And here, after passing through all these 15 O's, right now I'm exiting through this 15 O, added around this 3 pearl on the top, into the next 15 O, moving up through the first three 15 O's, like this. And now I'm picking up two 11 O smoky pewter, down. Now here I have picked up two smoky pewter and moving down through the first, this next 15 O silver, like this. Just allow them to sit up through this 15 O silver, the first one, up through the 11 O pewter, like this. So basically we are going to make the bail with the help of our herringbone stitch. And now I'm picking up one pair, that is two 11 O's, two 11 O move, down through this next 11 O, smoky pewter, up through this 11 O smoky pewter and the 11 O move, picking up to 11 O smoky pewter, down through this 11 O move, up through the 11 O move and the 11 O smoky pewter. Now again picking up to 11 O move, down through the 11 O smoky pewter, up through the 11 O smoky pewter and the 11 O move. Now picking up to 11 O smoky pewter, down through 11 O move, up through 11 O move and the 11 O smoky pewter. So for making the bail, we are going to add in all 17 pairs of 11 O's in our herringbone chain. So here we have added 1, counting from this 11 O pewter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have added 5. I'll be adding 12 more and come back. So here I have added 17 pairs in my chain, counting from here with this 11 O pewter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. If you want to increase the length of the bail, you can increase the number of 11 O's in this chain. So here I'm going to add this bail to these two 15 O's on both the sides, to which we have added 3 pearls. So here right now I'm exiting through this 11 O pewter that is to be attached here. So I'm going to pass through this 15 O like this, picking up one 11 O move and into the next 15 O on this side. Like this, moving up through this 11 O smoky pewter, like this, down through this 11 O smoky pewter, into this 11 O move, up through this 11 O smoky pewter and the next 11 O move, once again down through this 11 O move and the next 11 O smoky pewter, into the 11 O move, up through the 3 beads, and here in between these two 11 O's I'm going to tie a knot. One more knot, down through these 3 11 O's, into this 11 O smoky pewter, 11 O move, up through the 11 O's, and cutting my thread off. And here we have completed a gorgeous sweetheart pendant in mauve color. Let us take a quick look over the other colorways that I have already shown you in the beginning of the video. This beautiful blue, this gorgeous blue, the blues in two colorways, the two shades, then this gorgeous, this pretty pink, and this beautiful contrast of green and mauve. And I'm sure you loved this tutorial as much as I enjoyed creating it with the amazing beads from beadandcord.com. And now here's the fun part. I can't wait to see your finished pendants. So please share the photos of your completed projects on my Instagram handle at the rate BeadMates446. And you can also join our Facebook group BeadMates Beading Tutorials to show off your beautiful works and connect with the fellow beaters. So friends, if you like my designs and my tutorials, please do subscribe to my channel and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next videos. Thank you and namaste.